Yeah, I think the stats will back that up, Coach Steve Davis. You look at the top cities producing NFL players, Miami and Fort Lauderdale in the top 5 year after year.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the rich history you have here in South Florida with you go back to Michael Irvin, the Blades, all the great wide receivers that have come from this area. I mean, you got one right now at Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith. He's probably the best player, not receiver, probably the best player in the nation. And he'll be a top 3 NFL draft choice next year. Played right here in Hollywood at Chaminade Madonna.
Yeah, he played in this event.
Yeah, he played exactly. Probably played a few times in this event. So, just so many great players. And when you really look at the country, United States, there's no other area that has this much talent, in an event like this with all these great games over the next week.
Yeah, here's something to throw at you. In 2021, NFL rosters during Week 5 consisted of 68 players from 21 different Broward County schools.
Wow,
68.
That is insane. Yeah, that wow, just from one county. Wow.
All right, 22 seconds remain in the quarter. 2nd and 10. Stroud under pressure has to release it a little early as he was looking to connect with McCreed, Ratavian McCreed.
Wow.
But timing a little off there, Coach, because
he had pressure in his face, and I would like to see McArthur if they can throw like some, maybe get some short passes. Everything's been deep. Maybe just some short, quick passes. I think just to get their receivers open and get the ball in their hands, because they definitely have talent out on the outside, and just get them the ball quicker. I think that'll serve them well.
Do you think their strategy is to go past them because MAndarin is coming up and contesting right at the line of scrimmage?
MAndarin is playing press coverage. Single high safety with Bryson back there. There's still little things you can do, little pick routes and things you can run, shorter.
3rd down, Stroud.
Another slot
going
fade.
out top again, and pretty good coverage out there by Herring. As they were looking to beat him down here, the near sideline, looking for Kamari and Young.
Yeah, Mandarin's they're putting pressure on them. They're saying that our defensive backs can cover your wide receivers, and they're playing press man, and they're sending somebody almost every play, and they're getting the Stroud. They just knocked him again that play, and Stroud is looks like he's shaking up a little bit here on the sideline, but Mandarin's defensive coordinator has kind of gotten in a rhythm with how they're going to McArthur tonight. And now it's up to their offensive coordinator to make an adjustment.
So 10 seconds remain in the quarter. Lefkowitz, end over end.
Oh, get away
dangerous
from the ball,
there.
son.
Oh, he's got to clear out. That was if that took a tricky hop, it would have been trouble for Mandarin.
Bryson would be getting an earful from me when he came to the sideline. There's no reason to be around the ball. If he's not going to fair catch it, just get away. We have a call. We tell the kids, everybody says poison. Get away from the ball. Just let it roll out on the punt. Bryson was playing with fire right there, trying to, stick around the ball because the ball's oblong shape for a reason. It goes all different directions.
Yeah, unpredictable bounces.
Right.
You noted earlier a little casual on those returns.
Yeah. Like I say, a little casual back there. That that can cost them a game. I'm pretty sure coach is going to correct it.
So we got 2 seconds. Time for one play. They go to Foster, cutting upfield, banging ahead to the 30. And that brings the first quarter to a close with Mandarin 2nd and 5, up 14-7 after 1 quarter of play at the 5th annual Broward County National High School Football Showcase.
Really just our chemistry with each other. We've been playing together for 3 or 4 years now, and really just trying to put it all together and go win a state championship this year. I hope they see the chemistry we've built through this offseason and this the family that we have as a team. Yes, sir.
What brought you to the quarterback position? When did you know that was what you wanted to do?
Really, I just like being in control of everything. I like leading the team and stuff like that. I've played every position in my life, but really just those two things.
What's so special about being a quarterback here and being quarterback at Mandarin?
It's very special. The amount of quarterbacks that's been here and what I learned from Coach Bullock and the other coaches, it's very, very special.
There he is. There he is.
So at the beginning of the second quarter, it is that match. Shanquez Foster. Coach Davis, right before the second quarter, you said, we're going to see a lot of Foster now on the ground. And there he goes.
Because they have the momentum now, and they're going to start leaning on McArthur. Defensive front. You know, you got a humid night. It's really hot out here. And, you know, he's going to go to that running game now.
Foster, a senior. He's got offers from Jacksonville State, Mercer, FAMU, Miami of Ohio. 5'9", 190. Kind of the prototypical build there for a back. They go right back to him. Explodes forward. Nice tackle there for Mandarin and Stanley Peters.
Yeah, nice little run scheme, like a little counter play inside. And their offensive line is really starting to lean on them. They're well coached. Their scheme that they run is a good scheme, and you know they're leaning on you. With big 75 there from Mandarin, I think they're a left tackle. He's a man, 6'5", 305.
Yeah, Sherman Gould going to Syracuse, or not yet. He's got an offer there. And I should credit Clarence Gillis Jr. on that tackle for McArthur. Knox, they go right back to the ground, head banging forward.
Picked it up.
Close to another first down for Foster. He thinks he's got it.
Yeah. Got number 22 coming in to replace Foster. Foster's had the last few carries. That's Chris Harrison, sophomore, coming in to spell him a little bit.
So giving Harrison a couple carries is Coach Bullock. As you said, it's hot out here.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to play a full game.
Yeah, and he's in line for a 25 carry night.
Knox got to get rid of it quickly, puts it out to the outside.
Number 31 put pressure on him there from McArthur. Malachi Howard, senior defensive end, 6'3", 220.
So these early games when it's so hot and steamy, Coach Davis, how much did you like to increase the substitutions?
Yeah, you want to try to, like I said, because you really need it, and you really work on hydration throughout the week, because it doesn't just start the night of the game. We tell our kids, start Tuesday, Wednesday, hydrate yourself at night and build up into that Friday night game, especially early in the season here. Oh, nice play. Pull
back
56.
to the ground. Quick step.
Wow.
He's got the outside, turning the corner, and pushed out of bounds right before the pylon. What a cutback that was for Mandarin, and that's that Chris Harrison again.
Yeah, the sophomore.
Just a sophomore.
But I tell you, he won't get the credit, but Barrett Polos, number 56, junior, 6'1", 240 offensive lineman, he pulled around. It was like a sweep play, and he made the key block on McArthur's edge over there to get him, to pop him loose. Great block by that kid. Yeah, you see 22 has some speed, too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's Chris Harrison. So they might be in good hands when Foster does finally leave.
Cuts on a dime, Harrison.
Yeah, you got Foster back in. There's confusion there.
They may need to call another timeout. So first and goal from, looks like about the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
We'll get a timeout.
I can almost guarantee you're going to see Foster get the ball right here.
Yeah, he can bang through contact, that's for sure. We saw him leap over the line as well for that touchdown.
Yeah, he's definitely. He went out for that breather. He said, "Hey, young fella, go in and get us down there for me." I tell you, and Chris is probably saying, "Hey, coach, I got us down there. Let me get the touchdown."
That's right. Did you like to reward kind of the kid if he gives you a great play, Coach Davis?
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen. Well, I usually get it from the running back coach. He's like, "Hey, coach, reward him. Give him let him get in there and get that in the end zone."
All right. First and goal for Mandarin as they try to increase their lead. And easy step. Yeah, walking into the end zone. A day at the park for Sean Quees Foster.
Yeah, Sean Quees is, he has a good offensive line in front of him, but he's a nice running back. He runs low behind his pads, and he puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And now we know they have a change up with Chris Harrison. Wow, that's a good 1-2 punch. That's gonna be a formidable combo during the season.
Yeah, they've got some serious weapons, don't they? They got the Hurricane quarterback commit in Anus. You got Foster and
Bryson
Harrison,
Wright,
and then you got Bryson Wright on the outside.
Yeah. Bryson is probably, not really knowing, I'm almost certain Bryson is probably one of the top juniors in the state.
You got size, power, experience in the trenches.
Yeah, not only does he look the part, he plays the part too.
He sure does. Coach Bullock was saying this team has the ability. They can go far.
Okay.
It's just all about executing.
Yeah, well, like I said, Coach Bullock, they went 11-2, lost to Buchholz in the regional final. So they went to the third round last year and lost to Buchholz. And I believe Buchholz might have been in the state championship, if I'm not mistaken, last year.
So the regional final 6A,
yeah. No, the game after that is the state semis. So, if you make it to almost to that Final Four, and with the talent that he has returning and what we're seeing on display tonight, and this is a good McArthur team that's doing this too. So, he's definitely on point with that, where he's going to be in a state championship mix this year with Mandarin. And they play a tough schedule up there in Jacksonville also.
You mentioned this is a good McArthur team. It's also an excellent defense. They're known for defense. They pitched 5 shutouts last year.
Right.
And they got 21 points on them already.
We got
onside kick, and it's loose.
Oh, Mandarin's ball.
It looks like Mandarin has it.
Nice call. They run a little pop-up kick there, Coach. And this is the time when you want to run it. You got a 2-touchdown lead, at 9:20 in the half. So that was the perfect spot. McArthur should have been expecting something like that might happen. You don't want to do that when you're only up by 1 score, but when he went up by 2 scores, that came into play. Great call, great, and it was great execution by their kids, because the ball, it went 10 yards, and it had to go 10 yards before the kickoff team can touch it, and the McArthur kid just couldn't get it fielded. Now McArthur's got to tighten up now. They don't want to give up another score here.
Yeah, you wonder if this McArthur defense getting fatigued. They've logged a lot of minutes out here already.
On a humid night.
And around. There's Froome. If he turns, he does. Watch out. And there's Bryson Wright. Says that's a first down.
Great call. A little reverse. Just get him the ball any way you can. I like what Mandarin's doing right there. He got the one big pass, but get him the ball in creative ways like reverses, things of that nature. Just you want him to touch the football.
Yeah, we got injured McArthur player.
Yeah. And you'll probably start seeing some cramping and stuff like that happening as we move on in this game. But like we talked about earlier, you want to, when you getting these guys prepared for the season down here in August, you really want to, have them during the week really start to hydrate their bodies and get themselves acclimated to, humidity here in South Florida. It might be Gordine that's down. The University of Miami commit.
It would be a big loss.
Yeah, because he's the one they have on Bryson Wright that's been covering him all night. Looks like he might be okay.
A good sign. It is indeed Sherrod Gordine.
Yeah, he's cramping up. Yeah, that's going to happen.
And again, we're just at the start of the second quarter.
Yeah.
It feels like these kids have been out there for at least a half already, particularly in this heat and humidity.
Right, yeah.
And once you start cramping, Coach Davis, as you're aware, it is difficult to get loose and get back in a game.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. We were always coaching. I always said once you hit that wall and you start cramping up, you're almost done for that night.
Pretty much done.
It's hard to get back to the level you need to play quality football.
So MAndarin, you figure they go right back to the ground. They do. They got the speed on the perimeter.
Wow.
With the combination of Chris Harrison, just a sophomore, and the senior Sean Quest Foster.
Yeah. Harrison is saying, hey, don't forget about me. He's an impressive sophomore. He has good speed. He's a little different runner than Foster is. Foster has a little more power, but Harrison is a speedy back. He gets on that corner quick.
He's got some height for a back. They list him at 5'10".
Yeah, and only a sophomore. He's going to put on weight and size, probably grow another inch or two.
Well, right now, they could just keep pounding away. They're going to go back to the air. And trying to escape. Throws against the grain. A difficult attempt, and probably fortunate that wasn't an error, a mistake.
Annis was lucky right there. He's trying to make a play. The kid's trying to make a play, but at that point, just, you're up by 2 scores. You don't want to get, momentum is finicky. You don't want to throw an interception right there. Just throw it away, get out of bounds. But, I get it. He's trying to make a play.
Oh, the way they're wearing down the McArthur defense on the ground, it's almost a surprise to see him go to the air.
Yeah. They will be getting all Foster right now for me.
2nd and 10. Right back to the ground. They're running right through him now.
Yeah.
And
look at that.
First down for Foster.
And he runs. People always talk about a running back. They say, be physical. Don't take the hit. You give the hit. And Foster does that. He ran into the McArthur safety there, and the McArthur safety went flying back. He runs very low behind his pads.
Looks like they're just shy, Coach. Turning the corner, first down. Knocked out of bounds at about the 10. They're doing anything they want right now on the ground.
Yeah, they definitely picked up the running game here.
Ari Shannock along with Coach Steve Davis, 4-time Broward Coach of the Year. Plantation, you won a state championship over at Blanche Ely back in 2002. Coach of the Year in the state that season. You coached some phenomenal players, Coach Davis.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to coach a few good ones here in Broward County, and it was a great experience for me in my career. And
we're also with Caitlin Taylor on the sideline, doing our reporting, a great job. Brandon Graham also doing a lot of work, not only executive producer, but does outstanding work with all of these programs.
All right, you got third and medium here, third and about 6.
So penalty brought it back. MAndarin going to the air, open
nice
receiver.
Nice little combination route. They ran an outside receiver on a post, and the number 2 ran the wheel. Kind of similar to the touchdown he scored in the first quarter, but this time instead of taking it up the sideline, he hooked back down like a comeback route. And Knox Ennis put it right on the money, pick up that first down. Nice execution.
That's Will Jones. He's a 5'8" senior. 32 receptions, 476 yards last year. A couple touchdowns. Has a touchdown here tonight.
Offside. But the thing you keep mentioning is all the stats that these kids had last year, which tells me they have a lot of experience. So that kind of, I understand why Coach Toby Bullock feels that his team is going to be really good this year and got a shot at a state championship. Most of his kids played a lot of good football last year. And when you get those kids back as seniors and whatnot, and a quarterback that's coming back, you know, you definitely can see yourself being in the mix.
MAndarin 11-2 last year. Foster cuts it back, and now lunging forward for a few. Now this McArthur team, they were 10-3 last year. They lost to St. Thomas Aquinas in the Class 5A regional final. Their last 3 losses were 2 to St. Thomas and 1 to Chaminade Madonna. So it's not easy to beat this team.
Right. Yeah. Those are 2 state champions that you mentioned right there.
2nd and 12. We're going to get another timeout as Coach Bullock wants to talk things over.
Yeah, and I kind of get where Coach Bullock's coming from. Make sure you get the right play call here. You know, he tried to draw McArthur off sides, and he wants to make sure that they're all on the same page right now, because if you could go up 28-7 here, at least at the very least get a field goal, 24-7. You put a lot of pressure on McArthur, so he want to really make sure that.
Yeah, coming up at halftime, Brandon Graham is going to take you team to team at the Broward County National High School Football Showcase. BG got to travel out, visit these programs. What an experience it is for Brandon, and he picked up a lot of news, a lot of analysis. It'll be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Back to the air, to the corner, wide open, and unable to connect.
14 came across in motion and from the other side of the field, and he ran a wheel route, and the other 2 receivers cleared it out, and he came. McArthur had a bust in the secondary, and the kid was wide open.
Now, that was Jace Camp, who should have had a touchdown.
Yeah.
And I think Knox tried to put it to the outside shoulder, and he was looking inside.
Yeah, and he was so wide open. McArthur's defensive backs were fooled on that one. Coming up with 3rd down and about 12.
Big play for McArthur. They go back to the ground, spinning. I think he was down. Have they called him down? I believe they did.
Yeah, they whistled him. Wow.
So interesting on 3rd and 12. They decide to run it.
Yeah.
It looks like the field goal kick.
Yeah.
Kicking team's coming out.
I think Coach Bullock's thinking on that was, let me at least get out of here with 3 points. I got 3 points in my back pocket. Let me get out of here with that. And so he stayed on the ground with that one. He want to risk a turnover down here.
So
but they have a missed opportunity. That was definitely should have been a touchdown to number 14, Jace Kemp, the senior receiver.
We'll see if that gives some life to McArthur. Hustrovich out there for the field goal attempt. It's about 25-yarder. And the kick is up, and it is right through again for Alam Hustrovic. Accurate kicker. It is now 24-7 Mandarin, but really a win for McArthur there.
Yeah. It was a win because you definitely didn't want Mandarin to score. So, like I said, that puts McArthur down here. They have a lot of time here left in the second quarter before halftime. 5:21 is more than enough time. They can mount a drive, maybe put something together, get some momentum going into the half.
You got to be concerned, though, if you're McArthur. Gordine already shaken up. We don't know if he's coming back in. Team looks a little deflated, maybe a little fatigued at getting it handed to him. What do you do to kind of ignite this team as a coaching staff?
Well, you just keep chopping wood, and you just continue to fight, continue to play. And like I said, it's early in the season, so this might be a great learning lesson for McArthur, great opportunity for them to fight back in a playoff. All right, good job there fielding that kick. Another sky kick by Mandarin. Yeah, so like you say, you obviously they're playing a playoff team, a team that's going to go deep in the playoffs this season. So it's a great test. And, it's a win-win for McArthur. They just got to keep fighting and try to get something here going into halftime.
Fair catch call by Stephen Wright, junior quarterback. Good hands.
Yeah, down by 17. You definitely want to try to get a little momentum back on your side here.
So Jackson Stroud brings this offense back out. Mandarin defense has been aggressive, pressing style.
Yeah, all night they've done that. So they're almost daring McArthur, like to say, just to keep throwing it deep, taking deep shots.
Hoping to establish the ground game. That was one of the keys for McArthur, Coach Davis, but nothing's been there.
Yeah, no. Mandarin's defense right now is playing with a lot of confidence. That was number 99, big 99, Kendred Outland, a senior, 6'3", 255-pound defensive tackle. I mean, they have some nice size. These kids are all 6'2", 6'3". Xavier Newsom, another 6'3", 205-pound defensive lineman there from Mandarin. Number 52, Christian McGowan, 6'3", 250, and the other defensive end, number 3, Caden Bryant, who's committed to Jacksonville State. So their front four is, they're all 6'3" and above.
You mentioned Outland. Kids. He's already verbal to USF for the Bulls.
And Cade put the pressure on right there.
Excellent ball to the perimeter. And a flag comes in. That'll be pass interference.
Yeah, I can't get the DB. I think it's number 20. Yeah, number 20 for Mandarin. He didn't turn around. Keon Herring, senior cornerback. He was right there, but he didn't play the ball.
Yeah, that's a 20 today. They had a switch in the roster. It's actually Deontay Hampton.
Oh, okay.
Just a sophomore out there.
He was in good position, but he didn't turn to play the ball. He got to get his head around and play the football. So they caught him with the pass interference there.
So we're going to take a hydration break here. We'll take a brief time out here on Beacon Sports. Mm-hmm. First and 10 for McArthur.
Oh.
That pass nearly picked off, and it was read by Bryson Wright. He does it on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Bryson is he's a natural football player. Looks like it was a little mix-up with the route concept. I see the offensive coordinator is talking to receivers now. Might have been a little mix-up with the route concept there. And, yeah, that one didn't look pretty clean there.
Well, this is an aggressive Mandarin defense.
Yeah,
they're ball hawking.
And anytime you're saying you're going to be a state contender, you got to have a defense.
Second and 10 from the 50, 4:20 to play in the half. Stroud being chased, able to elude and escape.
Nice
Jackson Stroud. First down inside the 30. Good speed by the 6'5" senior.
Yeah, he showed his wheels right there. All right, Jackson. I thought he was going to get ran down for a second by Caden Bryant, the defensive end for Mandarin, and he hit a second gear.
Yeah, I think that surprised the Mandarin defense as well.
Yeah, he is a nice athlete. He is a pretty nice athlete. All right, they're in business now here in inside the 30, so they're scoring position. 3:38 left.
Critical drive here for McArthur, trying to get back into this one. Deep into the second quarter. First and 10. Stroud back to the ground, bursting through, bounces off one tackler, escaping, and touchdown.
Nice run by Flowers.
Samaj Flowers.
Yeah, he did a great job. He kept his balance. He took a shot. He took a shot there in the Jacksonville Mandarin secondary, and he bounced off and made a great run. That's the type, like we were talking about. You know, you get tested. What type of gumption? What do you have inside you? And Flowers showed us right there that McArthur doesn't have any quit in him. Looks like now we got.
It's time to bring the future of color home.
Target acquired.
Copy that. Status on green.
Closing in.
Green diode secured.
Red diode secured.
Blue diode secured.
Activating RGB.
So that could be a critical play for many reasons, including the fact that Bryson Wright appears to be cramping now.
Yeah. You know, those are the two top players, Gordon for McArthur and now Bryson Wright's cramping up. So they got to get some fluids in those guys at halftime and get them back, which I anticipate to be a great second half.
Yeah, I think McArthur just made a statement right there that it's going to be. This is going to be a game right down to the wire.
Yeah, that was a great drive. They showed a lot of backbone. And Flowers, I mean, that was an incredible run. Great job by that young man.
Well, good to see Bryson Wright walking off. Looks to be okay. Hopefully he can continue.
Yeah, it's just, you know, those elite athletes like that they have some big muscles in those legs, and they're going to cramp up sometimes on you.
What type of fitness training did you do, knowing that this time of year your players are going to cramp? Did you do kind of additional flexibility training, Coach?
Well, you definitely, like I say, you want to build your lower body, your what they call your posterior train, your glutes, your hamstrings, calves. You want to build those muscles because they're used for running and speed. And then you also want to train in the heat. Obviously, run gases in the heat and let those guys, practice and work out in that heat like that. And just try to, do as much of a game scenario as you can on the practice field. Obviously, it's not as intense as the game is tonight. Their adrenaline is really flowing. So that's where you're going to get those cramping. But you do your best to try to acclimate what they're going to see on game night. Acclimate them to that.
McArthur Mustang Band loving that action. Their team now back within 10, 3 minutes to play first half.
Yeah, those bands, they do a lot of work in the summer. People really don't realize they practice almost as much or more than the football team. Those kids are excited and ready to get out there and show what they've been working on.
We talk about the Broward County football prowess. They've got some great bands in the BCAA as well.
Nice kickoff.
Good kick there from Levkovitz.
So Coach Bullock still has a lot of time. 3:05 left. Let's see. He has the signal caller. And Annis Knox, and let's see. What his plan is. Are they going to try to push the ball down the field a little bit here to see if they can pick up a score before the half? It's always a double-edged sword right here because you really want to make sure if you're Knox and Annis to protect the football because you don't want to give McArthur, a turnover down here. So I anticipate Coach to see if he can pick up a quick first down and then maybe run some tempo and try to pick up some points before the half. Usually the first two plays of the drive are going to dictate whether you're going to go up tempo or not.
McArthur, see if they do some ball hawking here, try to force a turnover. And it's quick delivery out to the flat. That screenplay is good for a first down.
Yeah, nice little wide receiver screen to Will Jones. Trying to get those offensive linemen out there in front of him to throw some blocks on the defensive back. So what I mean by that, now he got the first down, which he wanted to do with the first play. So now they're going to push the tempo a little bit and see if they can get downfield to get some points. He had a nice positive first play.
And back to Foster, grinding ahead for a few. Plenty of time, still 2:50 to play in the half.
They bring in 22 again, the speedster Chris Harrison.
So better defense now from McCarthy, guarding against the run. Harrison picks up a few. It's call it 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Coach Bullock doesn't seem to be in a big hurry right now. I anticipate he's comfortable as you can be going in with a 10-point lead because they're really not trying to push the tempo here and get downfield.
We're under 2 minutes. 3rd and short. Back to the air. Slant. That ball thrown behind the target.
Be careful.
Looking for Will Jones.
Yeah.
So Annis, after a hot start, is cooled off some.
Yeah. Yeah, it was looking like it was an RPO. He stuck the ball in the belly of the running back, and he was more than likely reading one of McArthur's defenders. And if they attacked the run, he was going to throw the pass. A classic RPO play. It was just a little behind number 2. So they're going to punt back to McArthur.
Paul McDonald. High, short kick. Just kind of wedges and stays right there at the 37.
Yeah.
So a minute and 40, Coach Davis. How aggressive do you think?
I think McArthur's going to be pretty aggressive right here. They're down by 10. So I would anticipate Coach Ortega is telling his offensive coordinator, they're going to probably take a shot or two here in the secondary of Mandarin. But Mandarin, that was kind of a funny series because they really didn't burn much clock, and they, gave the ball back to McArthur. So, they were kind of halfway in, halfway out on that one.
Yeah, while their ground game has been excellent, Coach Davis, it seems like through the air, they're lacking confidence right now.
Yeah, their Knox Anderson's kind of been off a little bit with his passes. But like I said, their running game has been working, so they've relied on that, and their defense is playing good. Their defensive front is doing a real good job. Other than the great run by Flowers.
So Jackson Stroud with the McArthur offense back on the field, hoping to get even closer. Now with an opportunity, jet sweep.
Here.
Got a blocker in front. Beautiful tackle there
tackle
by Keon Herring.
Keon Herring. Yeah, that was a great play by Herring. He read that, worked his way through the blockers, and made a great play on that jet sweep.
They still pick up 4. Minute 10. Clock ticking.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of time here.
Stroud still surveying. Finally, they snap
no
it.
safety for Mandarin.
And that play broken up. Well done.
Mandarin sold out. They were in a defense there. They had maximum pressure. They had no safety, and they were man across the board. They're really Mandarin really feels that they can cover these McArthur receivers because they're basically not showing a lot of respect with no safety back. And also, I noticed that Bryson Wright has not been back in the game either.
Yeah, because he's been playing both sides, so we haven't seen him. That was Deontay Hampton, the sophomore DB, making a quality play.
That was the kid that got called for the pass interference earlier. But my hat's off because Mandarin's defensive backs are playing them tough, even though they know they don't have any help. Now they're too high look now, more conservative.
Now you also jeopardy giving the ball back to Mandarin.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 6. And flags that's going to push him back further.
Yeah. These haven't been two really good.
That's going against Mandarin.
2-minute drill.
So offsides, he'll make it 3rd and short.
So that's going to be 3rd and about 1.
And it stops the clock. That's going to frustrate Coach Bullock.
Right. Yeah, before the play was stopped, it looked like McArthur was trying to go deep with the ball there.
Third and 1, Stroud. Clock is stopped. Over the middle, nobody home.
Yeah, it was mixed up there.
And now what do you do, Coach Davis? You got 4th and 1.
Wow. No, you got to punt this. Coach Ortega has got to punt this, I would believe.
You're down 10.
Yeah, you don't want to get Mandarin the ball right there.
Looks like they may go for it.
Wow. Okay. All right. Let's see. Maybe he could be trying to draw him off sides, but you'll be giving Mandarin the ball in plus territory if you don't pick this up.
So 4th and 1, 46 seconds remain in the half.
All right.
Let's go. This is the Broward County National High School Football Showcase.
I think Coach Ortega
gonna,
might be reconsidering this. Because I don't
think about it.
Yeah, because you put yourself back within 10. Yeah, he's gonna punt it. I thought that might have been a little risky. You put yourself within 10 points. You don't want to give up any more an easy score to Mandarin. Just punt the ball and get out of the half. Yeah, so Coach Rock is he's reconsidered. They're gonna just no. They switched back again. The punt team came off.
Yep, they're gonna go for it.
They're gonna go for it.
Hey, this is the showcase, Coach Davis.
It's the showcase.
You go for it.
Coach Ortega's better than me. He's gonna go for it and see if he can pick up this first down. And wow. Let's see what happens here.
So big 4th down play. 4th and 1, 46 seconds. Stroud the option. He pitches it back, and it's a first down.
I guess
and
it's
more.
A great call.
He busted it free. He gone.
Man.
Touchdown.
Wow.
McArthur.
Now that is big time. Wow. Flowers again.
Samaj Flowers. Another touchdown. Got a couple score updates, too, from Dave Brousseau. Does such an outstanding job, our media coordinator for Broward Education Foundation and Beacon Sports. St. Thomas Aquinas out ahead of Western 21-0 at the half. We'll see them next weekend. And right now, West Boca leading American Heritage 14-0 in the third. That's a bit of a surprise. Although West Boca
score there.
is strong.
Yeah, West Boca's done a great job last few years. You know, they're a public school, and they won back-to-back state championships, which is you don't see a lot, with public schools. But I mean, let's talk about Flowers here. This kid is. I mean, great option play by Jack Stroud. It was a speed option to the left. He came down the line, and if the defensive end takes you, you pitch it. And the defensive end took him. He executed the option pitch, and Flowers did the rest. Had some good blocking outside by his receivers. Wow. I mean, that was a 51-yard run. Flowers is exciting.
Well, Flowers, he's turned this game around.
Yeah.
It was 24-7. He refused to go down on the previous drive, busted a couple tackles, got his way into the end zone, and now he does it again.
Yeah.
Extra
we thought McArthur was dead in the water, and
they
Flowers
looked completely flat.
Said, hey, wow, we got a good second half coming.
Samaj Flowers, Coach Davis, he's a 5'6" junior. Now, I don't know what kind of attention. I know he's getting some. But there's got to be a spot for him at the next level, you would think.
Oh, most definitely. There's a place for guys like that. Definitely. Even if it's not maybe the Division I, he might not have the size they're looking for, but he's still an outstanding running back where he can definitely get a college scholarship. Those were two great runs. Two great runs.
Yeah,
wow.
Game-changing plays by Flowers.
You were down by 17. We blink, and now it's a 24-21 Mandarin lead. McArthur's only down by 3.
What a way to start.
Yeah.
The 5th annual National Football Showcase here in Broward County.
Yeah, both teams are definitely putting on a showcase.
The line drive kick slices through the end zone, so it'll be a touchback. And with 34 seconds, you expect Mandarin to look for offense here or just run this down?
Yeah, no, I think Mandarin's probably just going to try to get out of here. Might even be looking at taking a knee right here.
Well, they've got to be stunned.
Yeah. Yeah, they have not closed out this half. That drive they had before, and I was telling you, they were like half in, half out. They ran a couple of plays, got a first down. Then they threw the ball and stopped the clock and gave McArthur the ball back with time. So, I think if they would probably ran the ball a few times, they would have ran the clock out. Yeah, so they're probably just going to take a knee right here.
And indeed they do. They'll go rest and talk it over. And
regroup.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely both teams need to get hydrated because we got a heck of a second half coming.
Yeah, we do, and we've got an outstanding halftime report coming your way as well. So stay with us here on Beacon Sports. It is 24-21 and an outstanding first half of football. Mandarin leads McArthur. After the Mustangs and McArthur storm back with 2 touchdowns here late in the half to close the gap. This is the 5th annual Broward County National High School Football Showcase.
We're ready to hear what they're putting down, the herd of sound. Well, I'm going to play this one again until they get ready.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation, where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality right now.
My playing career ended quicker than I thought it was going to end, but I wanted to go the college route and got married to my wife, and we had a baby right after I got done playing. And when I got hurt and the NFL wasn't going to be a thing, my old high school coach called me about a job. I came down here and I came to a jamboree at MAndarin High School, told my wife, I'll be the head coach at MAndarin by the time I'm 40. And 14 days after I turned 40, I got the job. Yeah, there was something about it. Michael Holmes on the first play of the game of that jamboree broke a 70-yarder, and I was standing on the track, and I was going to coach at Wolfson High School. And I didn't want to coach high school because I'd watched high school in some other states, and it was so slow. And when you're coming from the college game, you're like, it's like watching grass grow. And then coming back home to Florida, you're like, well, we do it a little different down here. We're just a little bit faster than everybody else. And I was like, okay, where 4.3s are not a big thing everywhere else, we got a few of them. And so that was really it. I think every coach would say that this team is special and that. And I agree with that. What makes us unique? I think we're unique. Like so many others, I think we have a good collection of different people and different minds and different ideas and different personalities, and we're able to come together and hopefully win a lot of football games. That's a tough question out the gate, man. I don't know what makes us unique. I know what makes us us, and what us is a common goal to see Mandarin be as good as it possibly can be. I would hope the identity of the program is a well-coached, well-disciplined team that plays hard until triple zeros are on. I think some games we get that better than other games, but we're always going to try to be a player-led team, and I think that gets misconstrued a little bit. I think when people see player-led, they think that the kids are making decisions and stuff like. No, I want to see our players hold each other accountable. I don't want to be the one that talks about being late. I don't want to be the one that talks about turning in your stuff the correct way. I want the kids to regulate themselves and have enough respect for each other. We say this a lot: talk to each other, not at each other. And that's what I hope our identity is young men coming up to, one, better our community, better the United States of America, and also make Mandarin the absolute best place in Florida to play football.
All right, Bryson. So tell me first of all about this play. Let's go through it. What do you remember the most about this play we're looking at?
I just remember the DB being in front of me. He was off, so I had ran up, gave him like a little outside. I had a go ball, so I gave him outside release. Then just went up on both of the defenders, and just caught the ball.
Now, your huddle's got a lot of plays. I'm just gonna say that, but this is the first one of your huddle. Why is that the first play on your huddle and the one you remember?
It was two defenders, and I had just went up and caught it over them. So I just put it at the first one, catch radius.
What does that say about your game?
What that one?
That play. What does that first play? What does that say about you?
It just say a lot. It just say that no matter if it's more than one defender, it's you got to double team me. If it's one defender, that's not enough.
Now I got a chance to talk to your quarterback before this, and we went through that play, and he said there's not a lot for me to talk about because Bryson just wanted the ball. Now, how true is that?
In that moment, I did want the ball. I ain't gonna lie, I did, and he put it there. He put it on the money, and it worked out.
I was a receiver. Yeah. We want the ball at all times of the game. I get it. Yeah. But this is one of those times that it just looks like it was your ball no matter what was going to happen.
I had to come down with that. I had told him I needed it, so I had to come down with it no matter what.
Okay. So what's your favorite route to run, the whole route tree?
Probably either a go ball or like a slant or a post.
And your quarterback loves throwing posts, so I guess it's a good thing both of you like posts. That's a good thing.
Yeah, he do like throwing posts.
At what point did you realize football was something that you loved and was going to be something you did?
It was like youth football when I found out I had the love for the game. Like I had to play travel youth football, so like when I was doing that, I was going crazy and around that time.
You play both sides of the ball, play receiver. We looked at a side of the offensive side, but which side of the ball do you like best? Offense, defense?
Oh, offense for sure.
Offense for sure. Okay. And why offense?
Just cause I like mossing people. Actually, I do like defense though. I do like people don't really watch my defense, but I do like defense. I like coming down. I like hitting. I do like defense. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I always played both sides, ever since I was a little kid.
If somebody sees this play and it's the only play they see of you, what does it say about your game and who you are?
Oh, it just say that it take more than one person to guard me and I can catch. Like I got a good catch radius.
Take me back through that play. You tell me what you remember most about that play.
Sure. I remember me being on the hash. My coach always told me if the running back, if it's outside zone, I gotta fill in this gap right there. So I'll show you the play. You just see me coming down. Right when I see him coming outside, it's outside zone, already snapping, I know the play. So I'll say I was just coming down and I'll just make a play. I'm a hitter, so I'm gonna try to do what I gotta do. I made a fumble, and what people don't really know, I ended up picking the ball back up. So I got a fumble recovery for it.
So you forced fumble and fumble recovery.
Yes, sir. So I was just being me. That's what I like to do, come down, stick my nose in the place, and that's what I'm always do. So I take that's the play right there.
Right before that play, what was going through your mind?
Shoot. I ain't really know what's outside zone until I really seen this tackle try to block down on my DN, so I know that he's trying to seal him, so I gotta come fit right there. So I'm coming down, I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you for sure. I'm a physical player, and that's what I like to do.
When coach sees that clip that's the only clip he sees you, what is he gonna know about you?
That I stick my nose in places, and I know where the right run fit at. Everybody that going there, everybody that come like down on the curb, but me, I took a straight angle and I met him where he at, and I had to stop him in his track.
How important is it for you to understand what a coach is asking of you and make sure that happens on every single play?
Shoot, I'd say just trusting my coach, knowing my coach gonna always put me in the right spot at the right time. So just trusting him and doing what he asked me to do best. Like he said, I'm one of the best athletes he ever coached around. So I got to show him that. And us going through film, we always watch that outside zone. He told me every time, he say 4. Stick your nose in there every time for outside run. That's what I'm gonna do for him. I'm always going through a brick wall for my coach.
My success in football has never been because of X's and O's. Everybody understands that everybody has philosophy. Everybody has X's and O's. Everybody knows more football than the next man. You can go to all these, you want to learn to call plays, you can go online nowadays and look at calling plays or what play you want to call. I'm going to have kids believing they can run through a wall and they're going to love me. I'm going to make sure they know that I love them, they love me. I'm not the nicest person all the time, but they know that there's love behind that, the yelling. There's not, you got them guys that just beat people down. No, my kids love me. When they're done, they're going to come off, we're going to talk. We're going to, kids are going to be kids. But at some point, they want to feel good. They want to feel safe. Not everybody has a father. Not everybody has a mom. You know what I'm saying? So when you come around, coaches have to understand. Coaches forgot that we are the father figures. We are raising the best kids for America of the future. We are a part of that. I just texted one of the kids who's on a visit this morning. I said, I'm proud of you, bro. He's like, Coach, why am I? I'm like, because you're doing it. Like, you're living the dream, like where everybody wants you. Everybody's poking you. You're like this now. Getting, Coach, everybody loves you. They're all your friends now. They'll be careful with that because, fake love is real. And so you got to be careful. But just give kids a belief. And I make, like I said, my biggest power of my life has been bringing the best out in a kid, and the kid thinking that they're invincible because they got a guy that loves them behind them. It's crazy because I swear to you, like, I was okay with never being a head coach in high school. Everybody thought, oh, I got job offers every year. And I was okay with being next to Rack. Rack's my mentor. Rack put a lot into me, but every coach I've been around in my life, there's things that you're going to take. There's things that you don't want to take. You learn how to be your own man. So it was time. I just didn't think it was time then. But my son looked at me and was like, Dad, it's time, Dad. Like, you need to go do this. You got to do this, Dad. It's for my senior year, Dad. Please do it for me. So my son was a big part of why I left. And it was, he's like, go home. Let's go home, Dad. Let's go home. Like, that's my home. Ain't your home. But it's his home now. You know what I mean? But my son made me do this. And not made me, like, literally, but, like, he gave me a vision of believing it can happen. Best decision I made.
How are you feeling about going into tomorrow's showcase? It's definitely your biggest event that you have.
It's year 5. I've never imagined it would be what it is today, and I'm just blessed for the opportunity with the Broward Education Foundation, Broward County Public Schools, BCAA. Dave and Buster's here hosted an amazing event with their first school coming in from out of town, and it's just giving opportunities for the kids. So I'm excited.
Yeah. At what point did you realize that it could become something so big and so important?
After the first kickoff. Yeah. The first kickoff of the very first year, when I got the goosebumps and almost broke down. Aww. That's what it was all about. Yes. Because I was just the build up and then actually for it to start. Yeah. Because I was stressed out. try to put this on. And then,
100%.
like I said, first kickoff was at Western High School.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember I had to get away from people.
Yeah, and the fact that you can remember it means it was definitely special to you. Yeah. Do you still feel stressed or pressured when running it today, even after the 5 years?
Stressed every day, but at the end of the day, it's well worth it.
Yeah.
I've assembled a great team. You know, Coach Brandon Graham's done an amazing job with media, Beacon TV especially. Just being able to have 2 games on ESPN and Beacon doing 7 games. I mean, that's a huge undertaking. And it's turned out great. You got instant replay. How many schools have instant replay? But Beacon and Coach Graham pulled that off. So that's huge.
So what has been your favorite part about being such a big involvement in this event?
Well, when Dr. Perry came to me back in 2018, I never dreamt that it would turn into what it is today. And I think the greatest thing that I enjoy about it is the opportunity to meet new people, give the student athletes a College Bowl experience that 10, 15, 30 years from now, hopefully they remember playing in it, and that it being a positive experience and memory for them.
Yeah.
And getting to meet people like you for the very first time, that's what it's all about. You know, it's about relationships and really building a bond to make not only the showcase the very best in the country, but also make sure that our partners feel appreciated and the people that bring value to what we do get a good return on their investment.
What do you think is going to be different about this year's event and showcase compared to the last 4 years that you've been doing this?
9 games.
Yes, a lot of games, I've heard.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Brandon Graham's super excited. He's going to have an amazing Friday.
Yeah.
No, we're, I mean, it's grown. It's just, you know, they're calling us now wanting to play, whereas the first year we were doing outreach just to see if there would be any genuine interest. But I think we're a national brand now and a go-to for the week 1 or week 2 with tremendous matchups and talent and just really a sunshine, South Florida, Broward County experience.
Yeah, I'm sure that can also be overwhelming though, and a lot of pressure can come from that, especially being one of the main people for this event. Like, how do you kind of deal with that?
Oh, I love it.
You love it? You love the pressure?
Yeah, I enjoy pressure.
Yes.
But every year's gotten easier because we've built the team. You know, the first year it was maybe a handful of us. Now there's 25 of us, and that makes me feel really good because what we did is we built something that a lot of people that are great individuals want to be a part of it, and we can be very selective on who we want around us. Someone like yourself, great first impression. You know, we want to build on that and make sure that you get an opportunity to learn and grow and be a part of this as well. So it's that kind of approach, that's that kind of mentality and attitude. You know, just, you know, build on it. And then someday when it's time for me to step aside, that it will continue going through the younger generation.
It doesn't start with the fight. It starts long before, with endless hours that test your resolve. So when it's over, you're the one standing. The question is, how far can you go?
All right. Opening kickoff of the second half, 5th annual Broward County National High School Football Showcase. What a way to begin this showcase with this first half of football, 24-21, MAndarin. It looked like MAndarin had command of this game. Coach Steve Davis, they're up 24-7. The McArthur team appeared to be a little fatigued, deflated, and then boom, they hit them with Samaj Flowers.
Yeah, it was the Samaj Flowers show there in the second quarter. And, Jacksonville Mandarin's got to get back to the basics. I don't think they need to panic by any stretch. I think, get back to their running game, maybe some play action, and just control the football.
So they go back to the ground. No surprise there. Getting outside. Shaking off one tackler. Wow. Breaking another one. Watch out. Down the near sideline. Finally shoved out of bounds is Sean Quez Foster.
Wow. It's been a game of big plays. I tell you, Foster, I thought he was down. And, he just keeps his legs churning. I'm going to tell you who he kind of reminds me of, like Emmitt Smith a little bit, the way he runs. He is hard to bring down, and he has incredible leg strength.
Yeah, that's a good one, Coach Davis. How about Mark Fletcher Jr. as well, who also played in this showcase?
And then he goes out and they bring in the speedy sophomore.
Yeah, they go right to him.
Going the other way.
And he shakes off a couple of tacklers.
Yeah. Wow.
Picks up a few.
That is great to have two backs like that. That's coaches want to see that. You keep both of them fresh.
And that's, like we talked about, so important under these weather conditions too.
Yeah, because he's had Foster's had a big workload tonight. He's carried, in excess has to be 20 carries tonight already.
Now let's see if Coach Bullock just keeps it on the ground, trying to wear down this McArthur defense. Showing blitz.
Oh, they blitz.
They go to the air to the corner, one-on-one coverage.
Oh, he did not catch that.
And touchdown.
Oh, he's going to get a penalty. Why did you?
Flags are down.
Oh, what a catch.
Remarkable stuff.
Wow. Great catch by Bryson Wright.
Bryson Wright, not only is he back in the game, which is a great sign, but then comes up with one of the highlight film catches you'll see all year.
Wow. Man. He is undoubtedly the best player on the field. I was going to wait to say that. I was feeling that, Ari, but I have to say he's the best player on the field tonight. Wow. Write that name down, people. Bryson Wright, Jr. He's an athlete.
6'4", 200 pounds.
That was every bit of a one-handed catch.
Remarkable stuff. Kind of reminiscent of the way this game started, too.
Yeah.
When Ennis threw into the corner that time, he connected with, it was Jones, right? Will Jones to open the game.
Right. Off of the Bryson Wright interception.
That's right. That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's imprinted
to
the
your
game.
Point. Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Let's send it down to Caitlin Taylor.
I had a chance to talk to both coaches at halftime. Coach Ortega from McArthur High School said that he wants to limit the silly mistakes and he wants his athletes to trust each other on the field. Coach Bullock from MAndarin High School said that he wants to just play fundamental football and keep doing what they know how to do. Thank you.
Really good stuff, Caitlin. And that extra point is up and through. So MAndarin, boy, just the way Coach Bullock and his staff drew it up at the half.
Yeah, that was an excellent response. Good big run by Foster, and then the touchdown pass from Knox Ennis to Bryson Wright, and they extend the lead back out to 10. So that, like you said, that's just the way I'm pretty sure Coach drew it up at halftime. They come back out. They knew they were getting the ball first coming out of half. So we always tell your team, hey, we're getting the ball. Let's go and score. And a lot of times that tells who made the good adjustments during the halftime. a great efforts by their kids coming out. So McArthur, Coach Ortega's kids they have to respond right now, and because like you said, they have to answer the score, and unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Coach is not happy with the penalty that Bryson Wright got, but you see what it does to the kickoff now. That's a personal foul, moves the ball back 15 yards, and we all know that McArthur has flowers deep over here, and you don't want the ball going anywhere near him.
And the kickoffs have been a weapon. They recovered
they
one
away
pooch.
From him over here to number 13.
Stay away from Flowers.
Marquise Wright.
Wise decision, although Wright dangerous as well. But I think you're going to play your odds. And there's a late hit. Multiple flags come in.
That was not smart. Wow, Stephen Wright on the kickoff team, he gives them the 15 yards right back. That frustrates you so much as a coach for kids to do things like that. He hits oh man.
I know that's got to hurt, man.
Yeah,
Four-time Broward Coach of the Year next to me. Those are the kind of things that keep you up at night, right, Coach?
Yeah. That's what makes your hair grow gray, because now you had decent field position. Now the ball is back, at the 16-yard line. You lose all the potential field position you had. So on the 17, wow. I'm pretty sure Coach Ortega is not happy about that.
So these mistakes, both coaches, you heard the report from Caitlin Taylor talking about, hey, let's stay away from these mistakes.
Yeah.
They know it's the first game of the season, but they're there. We do have an interview with James Knapp, President and CEO of the Broward Foundation. Caitlin.
Here, 5 years into this event, how do you feel this has gotten and spread across the entire nation?
Yeah, I would say that we didn't expect it, but we planned for the best, right? I mean, I think what we wanted was the student-athlete experience to be at the top level possible. I think we've, surpassed those expectations, but I think that what we wanted the best event that possible. We have now the #1 high school football weekend in the country is right here in Broward County, and that's what we want.
And been your favorite part about this event showcase?
I think for me, my favorite part of this showcase was that student-athlete, from freshman to senior, get to experience bowl game atmosphere that, once, some students don't get to play at the next level, but they'll understand what a bowl game atmosphere
so
really
McArthur
feels like.
has the answer here.
To go to Dave and Buster's and going on boat rides, and we get to put that to our partners. And if it wasn't for our partners, none of this is possible. So we're excited to give that to them.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin, and great to hear from James Knapp, President and CEO of the Broward Education Foundation. And so, McArthur, they've been challenged all night long, Coach Davis, about responding, bouncing back. They have trailed throughout. And now they've got to do it again here at the beginning of the second half after MAndarin starts out with a TD.
Yeah, and they've responded. And the thing is, the good thing about what's happening tonight for McArthur is they're being put in these situations against a good football team that they have to respond to. And it's only going to make them better as the season progresses. It's early in the season, but this is a great opening test for them.
Flags are down, so
it's going to be their formation. They didn't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage. Their wide receivers were all off the ball. And that's where the officials talking to the wide receivers out here now that they weren't lined up correctly. So it's going to be a legal formation.
Well, the officials have been busy tonight. First game of the season for both teams. Hey, additional pressure, Coach Davis. Sometimes you like to open up the season with maybe a cupcake as you ease into the season, and you open in the season with pressure playing in the National High School Football Showcase. So added pressure.
Yeah, like we like to say, pressure makes diamonds, and they're definitely in a pressure cooker tonight if they're going to pull this one out. So, And you know, and you see when you get in the second half like this, what you try to tell your team is all mistakes are magnified. You know, you don't remember the 15 yards here, the 15 yards there, but it's cumulative and it you know, you're working against yourself. So that 15-yard penalty that McArthur had on the kickoff, they're fighting themselves out of that right now. And now you got Coach Ortega in a tough spot because it's 4th and a yard, about 4th and 1, you know, and he's potentially thinking about going for this. He's Coach is a little more of a gambler than I am. I probably wouldn't do this right now, you know, because you're a 10-point game and you got to pick this one up if he's going to go for it because you're going to give Mandarin the ball inside the 30 with their 2 backs, and you don't want to do that.
He looks like he's going to go for it. The last time, this is similar to the last time he went for it, but then he was at the 48-yard line, halftime expiring.
Right.
Now you're at 27.
Yeah, you kind of understood that, you know, so I don't know. We'll see what happens here.
See if he tries to draw him off sides here. 4th and 1, enormous play, early second half, met at the line of scrimmage, and he's got it.
He got it.
Man, you got a guy like Samaj Flowers, and that's why you go for it in these instances.
I guess Coach knows a lot more than me because I guess he said just give it to number 2. Flowers, I mean, this kid packs a punch. What do they have him here, 165?
Not to be denied. He just
5'6", 165.
Such a big heart, too.
Yeah. And he's broken many tackles tonight. The receivers are confused out here. They're going to end up getting another penalty.
They're checking to make sure.
Yeah, because they're not lined up correctly. I know that drives the wide receiver coach crazy.
Jackson Stroud looking left, completes it, but that's red. They've got that sniffed out.
That looked like the same play that started the game.
You know, this time it's Zion Maynard, who's had a quality game, the junior. As Coach Davis alluding to, they had the first play from scrimmage was similar.
Yeah, similar play. Yeah, they got picked off.
Led to the touchdown by Mandarin.
All right, McArthur's just got to settle down. They're out of sync offensively here. And Mandarin's defense is tough. So they got to get something unless they're going to be in 3rd and long here.
2nd and 14. Trying to spread it out a little bit. But still, Flowers is your best bet.
Yeah, Flowers has been their offensive weapon tonight, no doubt.
Firing over the top and bobbled and incomplete.
I thought he had that.
Gorgeous pass from Jackson Stroud.
Kamarian Young.
And Young just couldn't bring it down.
Wow. All right, so you're going to have 3rd and about 15 here. And one thing you don't want to do right here is throw an interception or turn the ball over either, you know, so kind of guarding against that as well with your play call here. Mandarin knows you're probably going to get a pass. And McArthur's in an empty set with 5 wide receivers, so most likely you're going to get a pass here. And Mandarin, again, cover 0 with no free safety, no safety. Yeah. So they're bringing the house.
They're gambling. Stroud able to elude one, but not the rest of the Mandarin.
Yeah.
Front 4.
Very aggressive defensive philosophy by Mandarin's defensive coordinator. No safety, and they're bringing the pressure. But McArthur has not been able to make them pay. So I guess their philosophy is, I'm going to keep applying pressure until they beat us and make us, you know, come out of it. So, I mean, it's been working for them, and, you know, I guess they're going to keep doing it until McArthur makes them pay for that cover 0.
I like the aggressive defense.
Yeah. Especially when it's working.
Yeah. Right.
And it's tough, you know, because Mandarin has some good defensive backs. They're well coached, and you don't see McArthur receivers running free. They're like in their face and covering them.
No, they got big-time confidence in their defensive backs.
All right, and we got Mr. Bryson Wright back here. I hope he's not lackadaisical on this one.
Line drive, right fields it. May have a block in the back. Here comes the flag.
Back.
This is coming back.
Yeah,
but
look at him.
Wright is going to glide into the end zone. He thinks he's got another touchdown.
Yeah.
But we had a block in the back.
Oh, my goodness.
Right in front of him when he fielded
and now
it.
he's cramping up.
Oh, now he's cramping again.
Oh, that kid is special. He's special.
He is special. But it hurts more because there was a penalty there.
Yeah.
I think he's okay. I think he's walking to the sideline if there was no flag.
Yeah, he's over here on McArthur's sideline. You got to go get him help over here. His trainer's going to have to come and get him. That kid is, wow.
Yeah, this is high praise because
the
I'm gonna keep track of him. You've coached some elite players who are now starring in the NFL.
Yeah, he looks he looks the part. Incredible talent. Incredible talent. Yeah, definitely got to keep track of his recruit.
Meet Daryl, the neighborhood's overconfident barbecue dad. One apron, two tongs, and zero idea of what medium rare actually is. Methods unorthodox. Execution almost there. Luckily, Winn-Dixie has great deals on quality cuts, now available at Amazon. Because behind all that bravado lives a man fueled by dreams, determination, and steak. Oh, yeah. Fire doesn't equal flavor, Daryl. Steak?
And getting them ready for this big game.
Hot and steamy out there. You put on all that equipment too?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So let's see what Mandarin does now with a 10-point lead. And I presume you're going to get a steady dose of Foster and the sophomore running back, Chris Harrison. The rest of this third quarter because you're going to try to wear down McArthur's front.
Wear it down. Yeah, take the clock down a bit. I know it's early for that, but you start seeing players cramp, and that can become contagious late in the game.
Yeah, you got another one there. Yeah, it's good. It's like it's contagious. Like you said, Ari, it's contagious. Yeah. One, and now it's going to be every play now.
And get back to your point with Mandarin, their ability to throw not only Foster, but then the young legs of Harrison at you.
Yeah. So they got that 1-2 punch, and they're able to continue pounding you with that. And also, the running game is your best friend because you're keeping the clock running, and that's what you want to try to do in a game when you're up. Especially here in the second half, up by 10, you want to keep that clock running.
Looks like we're working on the injured McArthur player. We're going to bring in Brandon Graham. We pass the headset over to Beacon Sports executive producer, and Brandon Graham do such an outstanding job, not only with Beacon, but helping out the Broward Education Foundation, putting on this Broward County National High School Football Showcase. And I know you have fun with it, man. You not only love to coach, a former player and all that, you love the game, but getting to be around these special elite programs.
It's been fun, and I think one thing I've always enjoyed is that coaches allow the access, right? And I had the chance, thanks to BEF and Beacon, to be able to travel the country and interview all of these coaches and these programs. So Mandarin was about 3 weeks ago, and coaches unfortunately have to be very tight-lipped about things, but every single one of them was just so open and wanted to talk about culture and programs. And Steve Davis, who we got here, is one of those guys who I've been very fortunate in my life to be able to be around. He was the same way when he was at Plantation. So it's just been a lot of fun. And I had a lot of fun at Mandarin. Coach Chop is always been, I bothered him all summer, honestly, and back to spring ball. So, yeah, being around these coaches and these players and these programs has been fun.
Well, you said Coach Bullock, one of the best interviews you've had, too. He's a character, isn't he?
There's no question. All right, it's just he enjoys life. He enjoys coaching. And to hear him talk about when he was an offensive coordinator for Carson Beck, when they won a state championship there, and how much he just cares about coaching and the program and in school. Is a guy who understands the important parts of football, and it's not just the wins. The man is as competitive as they come, but he really gets it and understands why he's doing what he's doing. So, yeah, just talking to Coach Bullock was a lot of fun. Even last night, they were Dave and Buster's, and just how he talked about his players and his coaches and his programs, inspiring.
Well, you get to be around these elite programs. We'll hear more about the other teams again. We got games next week, so we're not going to give you information. But when do you see a pattern? You're visiting these special programs. You see a lot of similarities, Brandon?
That's a great question. And every single one of them kind of has that competitiveness to them. Every practice is just man on man, offense, defense, 7-on-7. Everything is competition, right? And I think that's what all of these programs have in common. And when I had the chance to watch McArthur and Coach Chop let me just enjoy practice, everything about it starts with competition. And he told me when we interviewed, we start practice with competition. It was one-on-ones, and then it was another competition. And at Mandarin, I laughed because he had a whole practice before practice. I was sitting there shooting. He said, all right, now we start practice. That was pre-practice. Jeez, Coach, you gotta be kidding me. So, it's just every single one of them. Its practices are run well. Players understand what they're doing, and I think that's been a lot of fun also to watch how practices run.
We got a third long here for Mandarin. They've struggled through the air, but this time tucking it under, taking it himself across the 50. He's near that marker. He may have picked it up, Knox Annis. You talked about Carson Beck, Coach Bullock coaching Beck here with young Knox. He's committed to the Canes, trying to follow in those footsteps.
He was a great interview. I had a chance to talk to him. Caitlin spoke to him last night. Great young man, and he's so good at understanding his role on the team. He likes that leadership role. He coaches other players, even the quarterback behind him. You know what I mean? He doesn't see it as I have to hold secrets, and I think that was really, really great thing to see. How great of a leader he is as far as his team goes.
So Annis has come up with a couple of big touchdown passes, one to Jones, one to Wright.
And I'm gonna pass this back to Coach Steve Davis, who knows way more about this beautiful game than me. But I think in living and talking about this thing, it's just I've enjoyed this opportunity. I've enjoyed being able to be around these programs. There's so many interviews that we've been able to put on social media and that you're going to see in these games, and again, just coaches have really opened the doors and allowed Broward Education Foundation, me specifically, to kind of come in early in the morning and stay with them until whenever. And they just let me interview, let me talk, and just let me understand why they do what they do. And Duval County and Jacksonville and everything. We got bowls coming down next week. So it's just been a lot of fun. And I really appreciate everybody who's been a part of this. Beacon Sports and Beacon TV has been obviously phenomenal. We have this game and we got a couple more games. Beacon's just been such a great place to be for me personally since I was young, and just understand that Beacon specifically gets what this is, and that's why we work so well with the Broward Education Foundation.
All right, BG, we look forward to hearing more from you next week. We've got a slew of games, and always a pleasure visiting with you, man.
Appreciate that. We get Steve Davis back in here, and I can't wait to tell a Steve Davis story about Patrick Peterson and I. We were in the booth some years ago. I'll let him talk about it.
Okay.
He predicted a Pat Peterson touchdown way back when. So
you got him shaking his head. We got to hear the end of this story. Well, before we get to the close of that story, we got 2nd and 7. Knox over the middle and through the hands.
That was a great throw by Knox. He stood in the pocket and he delivered that right on the money. Unfortunately,
I don't have a 21.
Yeah, we don't have 21 on our roster.
On the roster. We apologize.
Yeah, but
get back to that Patrick Peterson.
Oh man, I think, like I told you, Ari, we did the Soul Bowl together a few years ago, and Peterson came on the scene. He was kind of puts you in the mind of the kid tonight from Jacksonville, but he just unbelievable athlete. And he was a sophomore at that time. And I told Brandon, I said, that kid there is the best player in the state of Florida. I saw it. Oh, he shanked this punt.
And then became one of the best players in the world.
Oh, yeah.
All-world player.
And he is a great kid. He gives back to Ely. He gave back. The stadium is named after him up there, the field, I believe. And he paid for a brand new scoreboard for the stadium up in Pompano Beach, Ely. So he's a kid that gives back and just a legendary player at Blanchard High School. And also LSU and on to the Arizona Cardinals, as we all know.
Coach Davis.
Knocking on the Hall of Fame here.
Yeah, I think well deserved. Coach Davis coached over at Ely, won a state title there 2002, state coach of the year that season. So we got 3 minutes remaining in the third. McArthur gets the ball back here. Hey, you figure you got to get the ball in Flowers' hands.
Yeah, you got to get it in Flowers' hands. But I'm going to tell you what, all right, somebody else has to step up and make a play. Flowers has done a lot tonight, and I'm pretty sure Jacksonville is keying on him. But somebody else has got to step up and make a play. Maybe it might be Mr. Stroud right here.
On the move, good nice throw. And spinning away, picking up a few more, and then we got a late hit.
No. Oh, man. This is going to give McArthur another 15 yards. They're going to be inside the 35-yard line here. I'm almost sure this is on Jacksonville.
Nice.
Mandarins.
Nice little spin move there, Kamari and Young after the catch. And nice then that frustrated the Mandarin defense, so they pick up a silly
but then he picks up a silly mistake. But like I say, and you're in a 10-point game, and now a big play, you tack on this. These little minute details make a difference in the outcome of the game. But Stroud did a great job. He moved out of the pocket, bought himself more time, and delivered a strike. Great play by the kid.
I'll tell you, Jackson Stroud has been impressive.
Yeah, Stroud's
no doubt.
He's really been impressive. And what did you say? He's a senior this year,
He's
right?
a senior.
Okay.
But with that kind of length, 6'5", he's got a high ceiling.
Yeah.
You know, he's still got some growing in to do into that frame,
nice
as you said.
Frame. He can grow into. He can put some weight on in the college weight room and program. But he has the intangibles and the tools. Oh, he got almost a fumble snap.
He's got this ability
Throw it away, Jackson. Throw it away.
to evade the rush. There
Hey.
but he threw it. Didn't throw it away.
my goodness.
I think the receiver that he was looking at might have fallen down, and that ball just flew into the arms of a waiting Mandarin Mustang. That's unfortunate.
I thought he was throwing it out of bounds from this angle. Oh, man. Oh, that is a killer. Coach Ortega is probably, All right, Jackie, keep your head up. Coaches are talking to him.
Yeah, he's got a whole slew of coaches
throw that
over
ball
there.
away. You were in plus territory on Mandarin side of the ball. Great opportunity to score on that drive. And we come up with the pick.
Well, he was playing with a ton of confidence. They tried to do a little too much there.
Yeah. Young quarterbacks do that sometimes instead of, oh, man. That is tough.
So 1st and 10 for Mandarin, up 10. Late third. They'll go back to the ground, bouncing off a tackler, able to pick up a few. But he always ends up landing forward, doesn't he? You can't push him back.
He that's a sign of a good back. He's always going forward, and he never gets hit. He delivers the hit.
Right. Punishing
That's what
blows.
I love about him.
Sean Quez Foster.
That's what I love about that kid. He always delivers the hit. And he's got offers from Jacksonville State, Mercer, FAMU, Miami, Ohio.
Let's send it down. We get an interview here with Mr. Ramirez from Duval County.
Now that you're in Jacksonville, what does it feel like being back home in Broward?
It's great to be back home, just to see friends, colleagues that really have become family. So it's a really special night to be here.
And is this event something that you would consider having in Jacksonville?
Absolutely. Part of this is really to kind of see and understand the vision here with Broward Education Foundation, but really the connection to Jacksonville and be able to possibly replicate something like this in Jacksonville. So that's the vision, that's the goal. So we're excited to be a part, excited to have our kids be a part of this opportunity here, and really thankful to the Broward Education Foundation and Broward County Schools.
Back to you, Ari.
Thanks again, Caitlin. Out of a timeout. 2nd and 7 for the Mandarin Mustangs.
Oh.
And there he goes again. He puts that head down. Actually, the helmet popped off, and he's still dragging people forward.
Still going forward. Forward lean. You know, a lot of times when you when you're training running backs and a lot of your drills, you always tell them to fall forward, your pass, run behind your pass, and he does all that. He's very fundamentally sound. So he's definitely ready for college, and he's just continued to get stronger and bigger.
3rd and short.
Here's the sophomore.
That's an easy first down. That was a big gap to run into for Chris Harrison.
Wow.
And I think that's a sign, Coach Davis, that McArthur's defense get worn down.
Yeah. That's what's unfortunate about the Stroud interception is that, you put your defense back out there, because McArthur was an excellent opportunity to put some points up and close the gap in this game. But, now the clock's ticking. They're not going to – they're doing what you call taking the air out of the ball. And telling the O-line to keep pounding.
Flag comes down. We might have a hold. That'll be a break for McArthur. That's exactly what they needed. It didn't look like they were going to stop Mandarin at the line of scrimmage, but this will push them back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you got to hold. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the coaching staff is telling the offensive line, we're going to put it on your back. But those holding penalties really screw your drives up.
Well, Mandarin has been quite charitable to this McArthur team when they've been up with some mistakes, penalties.
Yeah, so this kind of puts a monkey wrench in your running the football, burn the clock strategy. I thought that was a lot for a holding penalty. They're readjusting that, because that was like, that was
15.
First and a mile.
Yeah, it should have been 10.
Yeah, they made an adjustment. So now you're first and 20. They gave him 15 instead of 10. Play action.
Towards the sideline. Pass complete out to the 40.
Nice throw. Nice throw and catch by number 2, Will Jones.
Will Jones again. What a compliment Jones is to Brayson Wright, isn't he?
He is. He kind of puts you in the mind. He's like that possession guy. He's solid. Obviously, Wright's a big play guy. And I'm noticing we haven't seen Wright back out there since the cramp on the punt return either.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to come back for the 4th. 30 seconds. And now 2nd and 5, you figure they'll go back to the ground, Mandarin. But a big 15-yard pickup on 1st and 20. Foster cuts it back, squirts through for a couple.
Squirts through. And they're down a 3rd and 3 now. That they made up 1st and 20.
I tried a ton of AI work tools. Then I tried Monday.com. Game over. Monday.com is super easy to use and knows how to do AI right. I use it for insights and action suggestions constantly, especially on those back-to-back meeting days. And my team used Monday Sidekick to work up all kinds of marketing content for the different platforms. So stuff that takes my team hours is now done before they even open their laptop. All these AI features are built directly into Monday.com and actually use our real data. With Monday.com, AI isn't some over-promising future. It's here. It just works. Like, actually saves us time and resources kind of works.
Monday Sidekick, AI you'll love to use. Start a free trial today at Monday.com.
Right now in the fourth quarter. Wake up and get loud. Wake up and get live. Fans in the stands, make some noise for your boys. And number 6 picking a path through the defense. Crosses the midfield line first and 10. Man to man.
Well, it's great to have you. And, fifth annual now, Dr. Perry. Can you believe that? Fifth annual?
I cannot. I never imagined after year 1 we would be in year 5 right now. But it's amazing. It's a great opportunity for these kids.
So Mandarin football here. Ooh, a clothesline. That's going to bring in a flag, and we'll see. Hopefully Foster's okay. He took a shot to the face. A dangerous hit there. It looks like Foster will be okay. Good to see. What a battler he is. But Dr. Perry, just, you talked about the fifth annual, the success that this showcase has had continuously and cumulatively, easy for me to say, but growing every year.
Yes.
Where do you see it now? What level do you see the showcase at?
I definitely see it as the elite and premier high school football event in America. I mean, the first 4 years we had 116 ESPN top 300 kids, and that's before these 9 games we have this year. So that list is going to grow.
Yeah, remarkable names, including, we talked about it, Jeremiah Smith, Mark Fletcher Jr., Malachi Toney, just to name a few. And it just keeps coming year after year. Some of the talent on this field, this is just the opening game.
Yes.
And you couldn't ask for a better opener.
I cannot, and I'm glad we did it this way this year. I love having one game to kick off the classic. So it's just been an amazing run. And like you said, it's been a heck of a game back and forth. We got the number 1 kid in 2028, 3 kids committed to Miami. It's just a great pool of talent on the field right now.
Who's the number 1 kid in 2028?
That's Bryson Wright.
Okay. Yeah, so Coach, he knows what he's talking about, this guy, Coach Steve Davis. He's seen the best. He's coached the best, and he's been raving about Bryson Wright for good reason. And going to throw this one away wisely.
Coach Davis has seen some talent. He's coached many himself, so he knows what it looks like.
Yeah, he didn't miss this kid. He's been raving about him.
Can you believe today's his birthday? He was 15 yesterday.
No way.
He is 16, 6'5", 210 pounds. I was with him at Dave & Buster's last night. And
He's 16 years old.
Hey, I played DB in college. I walked up to him, and I just no, thank you.
You don't want to cover him.
No, not at all. But he's a great
athlete.
kid. I mean,
yeah.
Everyone from both sides that we've interviewed and spoke to has just been amazing.
Well, Foster is okay. Stumbles, recovers, still bouncing forward. Flag comes in late. What a remarkable player he is, Seanquest Foster. And a great crowd tonight here at this beautiful facility at McArthur.
It is amazing having these turf fields. We got 6 put in over the summer. And the debut here is just, it's a great stadium, great facility to do the first game of the year.
What an atmosphere, too, Dr. Perry. The excitement that builds for this event, when do you really start to feel that each year? Kickoff.
First kickoff. I get goosebumps every first kickoff. With ticket sales and the VIP and media, we had well over 1,500 people here tonight. So that says a lot for South Florida and Mandarin and the community to come out to support the kids.
Yeah, that's a big crowd. And what a schedule you have on tap. I mean, I could just go on and on. I'm not going to go every game, but some of the teams, Shaman Madonna, Sierra Canyon coming in from California. We've got Pine Creek out of Colorado, East St. Louis out of Illinois. Bowles is back. Bishop Gorman, DeSoto out of Texas. I'm with Dr. Kevin Perry, the director and co-founder of the Broward Football Showcase. But what an impressive list.
It's the first time Texas has ever come to Florida. So it took me 5 years to pull that off, but it's going to happen. So next Saturday, get your popcorn ready because it's time to end the talking. Who's got the best talent? Florida, California, Georgia, Ohio, Texas. And I'm old school. You find out between the white lines. That's the only way to do it. So it's going to be a great game. All of them. I mean, all 9 this year is going to be amazing.
Well, St. Thomas Aquinas will be going up against DeSoto from Texas. That'll be on ESPN along with the Bishop Gorman and Columbus collision. That'll also be on ESPN, both from St. Thomas Aquinas. Oh, what a slate. What'd you do? To get Texas here? Did you have to promise some stone crabs or something?
No, I don't know why. It worked out great. I called Coach Mathis when he was at the All-American game at practice. Just so happened he's coaching against Mike Smith at the Heritage. And I said, oh, go ask Mike about the showcase and what it's all about. I get a phone call after practice. We're interested, and we just kept talking and building ever since January.
Oh, good job. There's a lot to sell, that's for sure. So back in action. And in the backfield, big play defensively for McArthur. Blowing that up was Connor Willis. Excuse me. No, we've got Wellance Bernard, just a sophomore. So how much interest is it, Dr. Perry, to get in this showcase? I imagine you've got teams contacting you from all over the country.
2028s are almost done already. I got a few that I've already said, okay, 2028 is not possible. Let's work on 2029. Let's just keep building and growing.
Well, that's a good business model, isn't it? You got it booked for already 2 years in advance. Knox.
Oh, it's a lot of space.
Evades, turns it upfield, gets the first down, cruises out of bounds. Well handled by the junior QB, future Miami Hurricane.
Definitely showing off for the staff. I had some people down there ask me for the link, so they're watching right now.
Yeah, great job by Beacon Sports, Broward Education Foundation. I mean, the leadership you have at the top, it probably makes things a lot easier, Dr. Perry. And then with Brandon Graham lead the way in coverage and media, Dave Brousseau. It's quite a team.
It is. It's all about that team. The BF, the Broward Education Foundation, with James Knapp leading the way, Sean Sarah, and you got Griffin Sarah. I mean, Kyle, the list can go on. And the Broward County Athletic Association, led by Patty. And Rocky was instrumental last year. You know, he's in the promised land, retired, enjoying life. But
that's why he had the big smile on his face when I came in, Rocky.
Enjoying it. But, I mean, I can't say enough about Beacon TV and your staff and everything that you're doing to provide these opportunities.
Oh, this is a pleasure. I mean, this is top of the line high school football. You don't get better than this showcase. Right through a big seam, and yet another first down for Mandarin. As they've got it on cruise control on the ground, Dr. Perry. Where do you see this showcase? I mean, you say you're booked already a couple of years in advance. The team's contacting you. I know you're a dreamer, even to put this together. What are your dreams for future? Is that something you want to share, or is that, or is it,
There's something.
we'll hold on
There's
to that?
something on the horizon.
Okay.
There's something coming. Need a few people above me to say yes and sign off on some things, but there's some special things coming to student athletes across the country.
Well, it sounds like fun. Flag comes in. Big tackle there as they brought down the youngster for Mandarin, who's been terrific, Chris Harrison. Well, Dr. Perry, I know you got plenty of places to be. We're going to see you again next week. I know we got games on tap. We want you right back here. But congratulations.
Thank you, and thank you both for doing this tonight. And like I said, thank Beacon. I mean, sending Brandon out to interview these coaches. ESPN, they don't even do that to some of these coaches, and they just love the experience. Like I said, it's a bowl game experience. We chip in, giving them 2 nights in a hotel, 2 buses, 3 meals a day, and just a South Florida experience. So it's a bowl game experience for these kids.
To the air, to the end zone, open receiver, and it's picked off. McArthur comes up with another big play to keep their hopes alive. Well, Dr. Perry, Dr. Kevin Perry, co-founder and director, more exciting football. Thank you for putting this together and bringing it to South Florida.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you soon.
We want to thank one of our most important sponsors here in the Hollywood community. One of the most important support systems we have here in Hollywood and South Florida. Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. A big old thank you to Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital, the official pediatric hospital partner of the showcase and proud to provide paramedic training services for all including physical therapy in Broward County. Ranked number 1 in Florida for orthopedics. We're proud to support the health and safety of every student athlete competing today and throughout the upcoming school year. Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital, we are blessed to have in our community, and we thank you for your support.
So another player helped off the field. This time it's Caleb St. Fleur, the Temple commit. But Coach Davis, welcome back. It seems like anytime Mandarin has a chance to put this game away, McArthur comes up with a big play, saving play.
Right, yeah. Unfortunately, both quarterbacks have thrown some errant interceptions. Oh, almost a great
nearly a sensational catch.
Yeah, like you say, all right, they were pushing the ball. They were in the red zone there. You had a great run. And then, man, because at least you want to come away with 3 and put yourself up by 13 if you can. But they end up with nothing, and now you got still 10. McArthur still down by 10 with 7:56 left, so you got time. But we got to get the ball moving upfield.
That was Tommy Nellums, 6'2" senior. Great effort there. That would have come back anyhow. I believe we got a penalty. Now they'll walk it off. Nope. Okay. 2nd and 10. Just under 8 minutes.
Let's see if McArthur can get something going here.
The big plays have been provided by Samaj Flowers for this offense.
Yeah, so let's see if Samaj can get something cranking again here.
Stroud has been elusive. In trouble, though. Gets it off. It's caught.
Yeah.
And a big tackle there made by,
guess who?
Bryson Wright.
Bryson Wright. The number 1 player in the class of 2028. Yeah.
You kept saying, hey, this guy is something special.
Something special about
We
him,
didn't
right?
have the Dave Brousseau gives us every stat in the world, but that one I didn't have.
Yeah, it tracks though.
Yeah. it all makes sense now.
Yeah, he's gonna. Wow, he's gonna. I would imagine he has every college in the country after him. Wow. McArthur's in a tough spot right here. 3rd and about 15. Wow.
Yeah, this is it's under 7 minutes. It's not 4 down territory yet, Coach. But
no, I wouldn't think it would be.
Yeah.
But Coach Ortega's proved me wrong a couple times tonight. Yeah, a lot more confidence than me.
So we'll see if they go for the entire 16 right here.
Oh,
nice play.
He's sneaky fast.
Again with his wheels, but then he's swung down.
Yeah.
Big number 99 over there again.
Yeah.
That's
the front for
Outland,
Mandarin.
Kindred Outland.
Yeah, Kendrick Outland.
USF commit.
Yeah, they've played really well. Other than, the few plays where they let Flowers get out of there, they've played solid defense tonight for the most part. And, for the most part, other than the big plays.
That's right. That's the big runs by Flowers, as
they
you
were
mentioned.
Great individual efforts, too.
So McArthur's got to punt it away here and hope for a 3 and out. Get the ball back, down 10.
Yeah, that's easier said than done with these two running backs because they're probably not going to throw another pass. Uh-oh.
Well, watch out here.
Uh-oh.
Braylon's got it.
Uh-oh.
Look at this shimmy move.
Oh, my goodness.
And all the way to the 31. Little fake to the outside and then cuts it on a dime. He is one smooth performer.
Yeah. It's so effortless. It's like yeah.
And he's just 16 years old.
16. Man, he is special.
So clock stop 5.5 minutes.
Enhance low-resolution video. Upscale video to 4K, even 8K. Denoise model. Remove noise and grain. Increase video clarity. Detail recovery model. Sharpen blurry video. Recover video details. Advanced frame interpolation. Delivering smooth, professional motion for video. Orvic P. Enhance video in 1 click. Try it now.
About 13.
Well,
McArthur's defense has to stand up right now.
They have to. They know it's coming.
Is that
Flowers.
A hold? Yeah,
That's a hold
by the
again.
tight end, number 10.
Another gift given to McArthur. So some life there.
Yeah. Yeah, they got on the edge. It was that outside zone play, and tight end from Jacksonville Mandarin got caught with his hands on the jersey, number 0 for McArthur.
St. Fleur.
Yeah, St. Fleur. St. Fleur's played a good game tonight.
He really has, and he had to be helped off with a cramp, but coming back, he's going to be a good player for Temple.
Oh, yeah.
Up in Philly.
And that's what I love about, these kids get opportunities to go and play all in other parts of the country, and if they're good enough, they'll find a place for you.
So now it's 1st and a mile. They've got the sophomore back going to the air. Going to the end zone.
Oh, no.
Player got tripped up.
That was a good no call, I think, by the back judge there because their feet got tangled up, and they were both playing the ball. So I think that was a good no call.
Yeah, I agree. So Coach Bullock going for the hammer right there, trying to put this game away.
Yeah. But like you say, the penalty, the holding penalty puts them back. So now they're throwing the ball. If they would have, they didn't get the holding penalty, you probably wouldn't have saw another pass from them.
So just under 5 minutes. Do you expect to see 2 running plays here and Playing more conservatively.
It's hard to
Run
say now
clock.
because now you're putting yourself in second and very long.
2nd and 20. MAndarin has Harrison behind Anus. And a big channel for Harrison. That gets them back to about the original line of scrimmage and brings up 3rd and 10.
So it's manageable because now you might be in 4-down territory. If they can pick up something here on 3rd down, I would imagine Coach Bullock, I don't know what he's thinking about the range of his kicker, but he might be in a 4-down territory here if they get positive yards on this 3rd down.
So both backs in now. Second man through. Trying to
nice play by
reverse
McArthur
field.
defense. Nice play.
McArthur in on the tackle. Jonathan Sawyer. DeVore Williams.
Like Clarence Gillis, number 10, was in there on that also.
Yeah. So they're going to punt it. 3.5 minutes to play. 4th and 11.
Yeah, I think this is a smart play right here. You're up by 2 scores, 3 minutes and click and counting, and if he can hit a nice sand wedge in here, drop it inside the 20, he'll be good.
Now, they may not snap this. They'll take the delay of game.
Yeah, give yourself a little more room.
So clock stops at 3:05. Push them back 5 yards. Paul McDonald standing at the 50.
They're going to try to drop it.
And he nails
nice
it.
Punt. Nice punt. He dropped it inside the 5.
The junior punter, McDonald, pins McArthur back to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here. Yeah, they're going to have to put it in the air every play right now, which kind of, unless you get Flowers the ball on a pass, because you definitely want him to touch the ball, but.
You get him out in the flat?
Yeah, something like that, or maybe up at the seam. But I'll tell you what, win, lose, or draw tonight, McArthur played some good football. They got some good film to learn from. That's going to propel them. I think they're going to have a really good season because they have a lot of talent. And they'll learn from this game. And like I said, it won't knock them. They're not losing to a team that's not a state powerhouse right now. So they'll learn from this and get better.
Yeah, no question. Plenty of bright spots. Certainly Samaj Flowers outstanding. But Jackson Stroud,
yeah,
he's going to be a good leader for this team.
Yeah, I like Stroud. I like Stroud. You know, he'll learn from his mistakes. Watch the film tonight. He has a good arm, and he has some wheels. We saw that tonight. He showed a lot of, athleticism running outside the pocket, and he's going to only get better. So I think McArthur fans should be happy. They're going to have a good season.
Looks like Stephen Wright's on the field. He's also a backup quarterback. Stroud lines up in the gun. 2nd and 8. They got to have some urgency here. It's taking too much time.
Yeah, taking.
Going deep downfield and too far for Ratavion McCreed to have a play.
McArthur called another timeout here, it looks like. All right.
So 3rd and 8. This is definitely 4 down time with just 2 minutes to play, down 10. So they need to get a good half of this. Wouldn't you say, Coach?
Yeah, but definitely got to pick up this first down at least. It's 3rd and 8. So if they
you go to Flowers here,
yeah, they got to get maybe a screen of Flowers might be in the. Definitely, he hasn't touched the ball in a while.
He's the guy that's kept them in this game.
Oh, you got somebody open here. Oh, yeah. That's a tough spot for any quarterback back up in your end zone like that. And MAndarin is continuing that pressure package, blitzing them too.
So clock stops just under 2 minutes. 4th and 8 at your own 7. You got to go for it, right, Coach?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the game now. If you got any chance of anything, you got to go for it because when MAndarin gets the ball, it's going to be a couple of kneels, and they'll be out of here on the bus back to Jacksonville.
And that will be one happy ride back to Jacksonville.
And Coach Bullock's team they learned a lot tonight about themselves, with this playoff atmosphere. And I'm gonna definitely keep track of them this season. They got a lot going for them. Got some elite talent on their team, 2 good running backs, a good quarterback, and Mr. Bryson Wright, who's Mr. Do Everything for them.
They get good balance, don't they, Coach Davis?
Yeah.
You really
they got good balance.
Can't find weakness here.
No, and that's the thing. They got a good, and I see some good line play on both sides. McArthur also.
Yeah.
Both teams have very good offensive line, defensive line, kids with nice size, and so real quality football game tonight.
So McArthur had to use one of their timeouts. Even though the clock was stopped, but at 4th down, this is it. So this is, they got to have it. They need about 8.
And MAndarin, that's still, single high safety, press coverage, and it's worked for them all night.
Just throwing it up because he had to get rid of it under pressure. And that's going to do it.
Yeah, that's going to probably do it. All right, for tonight, they're going to Coach Bullock will take a couple of knees. But him and his staff, hats off to them. They've done a great job getting the kids prepared all summer. And McArthur's a tough football team. Good football team.
Yeah, McArthur's good. They've got a ton of athletes, good size. They'll be dangerous.
It's got some things to clean up, but they're definitely ready for a 2026 season.
So the MAndarin Mustangs and the McArthur Mustangs. We bet the house that the Mustangs were going to win. So we were.
McArthur, an AI video editor. Tired of the hassle of adding subtitles? McArthur simplifies it. Video localization breaking the bank? McArthur simplifies it. AI talking photo.
Making your photo speak?
McArthur simplifies it.
A lot about a coaching staff.
Yeah, it does, because it shows that they put a lot of preparation into the off season and getting their kids ready to play. Coach isn't taking the knee. Coach Bullock wants to put some more points up.
Yeah, so maybe it'll just be that one running play. In any rate, MAndarin has had a tough time putting this game away. Credit McArthur.
McArthur, unfortunately, just hadn't been able to take advantage of it. But, yeah, like you said, MAndarin has allowed them to hang around and not put the game completely away.
Our next games here on Beacon Sports will be next Thursday. West Broward will take on McEachern from Georgia. That'll be at Western High School. And Chaminade Madonna against Sierra Canyon out of California.
And that McKee, touchdown from Mr. Foster.
That'll be right here at McArthur High School.
Yeah, and a little side note, the McEachern team is coached by Kareem Reed, and he was a Broward County high school coach. He coached at Coconut Creek. And he's been in high school coaching now for a while and coached at a couple of schools up in Georgia. So he'll be bringing his squad down here from the Atlanta area.
So MAndarin finally delivers that knockout punch. Yeah, that will pull the plug on most of this crowd. There's been a great crowd here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of energy in the stadium tonight. McArthur's student body and fans came out tonight and supported the Mustangs. But they've had a lot of energy in the stadium. The band has done well. They got a lot of energy going, a lot of good things that go with McArthur for the season. A lot of good things to look at.
Yeah, including this gorgeous field, new field.
Yeah.